Alright, you little faggots. The fucking Sig saga continues as per usual. Strap in, cause we got some hilarious shit that coming down the pipe from Mr. Bill Saunders from customer service. In one of the last videos, I showed that there was a hilariously retarded amount of charging handle wear, which I was okay with, albeit very absurd. But in doing that, and everyone telling me, yo, that shit's fucked up, do something about it, I'm gonna clean it up and have a real good inspection. Well, there goes that fucking thing. Yeah, so I got up in the receiver, which I would bother to do now, but I don't give a fuck because of things that I'll get to in a moment. There's an area here on this little bar of metal on the upper receiver that's getting like chipped to fuck just from racking it. So there's wear that is beyond finish wear, which is the reason why I took pictures and sent them to the Sig people and said, hey, this is beyond finish wear, this is chipping, give me a new upper. I didn't ask for a new upper, but I was like, yeah, you need to do some shit. And here is the response that I got. This is all normal wear, even from racking manually. We make them very tight. In fact, this wear indicates a very tight one that will be more accurate and lasts longer. It is counterintuitive. Wear will occur to a certain extent and then cease. We can always bring it in for a closer inspection, but if it were mine, I'd go out and shoot it and break it in. There are always exceptions, of course, but I see zero alarming wear here. Now, I'm not sure if I did a good enough job showing the wear, even though I did, and anyone worth half their salt can look at that shit and even not have owned one of these and say, hey, that's not right. And it's not. And as you can see, I have switched to the Midwest Industries rail, which I shit talked when I got the original Rattler rail. I mean the cane brake rail, which is this shit right here. Now this rail is made way better. The only problem is, the reason I don't like it is because I run that Surefire offset and it is a bitch to reach over and manually do the switch on the light, which is why I need to get a fucking tape switch. But Surefire tape switches are like $140, which is absolutely retarded. But the light's $300, so I guess that makes sense. Anyway, that rail is a better rail, the Midwest Industries rail, for this particular setup, given the fact that I have a fucking stupid ass extension, 1/2 by 28 to 5/8 by 24 conversion up in there, which adds an inch to the already 9-inch can. So when I get the Chimera, the suppressor will terminate like right around here, if not like shorter, so it'll barely be poking out of there. Now the problem with this Midwest Industries rail is that the way these rails work is there's, you know, cuts in the upper receiver here, which these ride in, and then this little fucker here gets stuck in there and you push the pin through it and it holds it all into place. And it's the same system here. Now, the piece on the Midwest Industries rail that I got all cockeyed and bent because the fucking Surefire light here, the screws for it were too long and they were touching the suppressor and I didn't know it, so it jacked up that key part. So I got another one as a replacement. And once you put that on there and cinch those screws down, you're supposed to just slide it over, pop the pin in there and be done with it, and you can take it off really easily. But that would not even come close to lining up, so you have to loosen the screws and get it all floppy and then get the pin through there and then tighten everything down. And then what that does is make it to where you can't take the fucking front pin out. You can still pop the rear pin and get into the weapon and all that, and it does eliminate all of the upper and lower play when you install it like that, but it's, I'm sure, not supposed to be that way, and it still flexes from side to side. So running iron sights on any MCX is absolutely fucking retarded and useless out past 10 yards most likely, which is fine. Like, I know that I'm not ever probably going to use those iron sights. I mean, if my sight goes down or gets fucked up, it's going to be in the way of the sights unless it just dies. Either way, I don't have those on there for any other reason other than they look cool. And yeah, so pretty much everything about this whole entire system, besides the barrel modularity and the overall look of it and the fact that it's short stroke piston, so it's going to run suppressed probably really fun, It's a piece of shit. This whole system, like, no wonder it didn't win any contracts. Like, I am not fucking impressed at fucking all. So anyway, we're gonna shoot some subs into some books. They're Sarah Palin books, so hell fucking yeah. We're gonna be putting those to some much better uses than being read. And yeah, we're gonna have a gander at how she sounds. Ooh. 220 cellar below, on low gas setting. Ooh. Did not cycle. That's cool. Didn't really ring my ears too bad.